What up? Okay, we just want to start with an audience quality test. Make some noise if you watch the VMAs. Okay, you all passed. Nah, but last week at the VMAs, when One Direction was on stage, Harry Styles was talking, and ex-girlfriend and 13-year-old girl Taylor Swift was seen on the side, mouthing what looked like "shut the fuck up," and it cut immediately away from her. Unfortunately, the camera cut away before we could see her mouth to the other guys, calling. Speaking of musicians doing silly things, earlier this summer, Chris Brown announced that he's done making music after his next album comes out because he's tired of being so famous for quote-unquote a mistake. And I want to forgive Mr. Brown, I do, but I mean, come on. Mistakes usually don't happen on purpose, and who puts out that many albums on accident? Like you said, my name's Anthony Mustachio, and what's going on, guys? Make some noise as I stall for time. You guys got me a second? I'm a little nervous, so if you just let me imagine you all in your underwear for just 1 second, this will go much smoother. Holy shit. Some of you need to shave. Especially this guy in the Yankee hat. I was gonna imagine you all in your underwear. I didn't want to imagine you all in Russia. This is my third time on stage. My first time was a couple weeks ago in Staten Island. Popped my stand-up cherry. Lost my stand-up virginity. At least it's one virginity. But yeah, like I said, I'm from Staten Island. Anyone else from Staten Island?
Woo!
Sorry to hear that. I mean, well, Staten Island usually gets a bad rep because when you're in space, you can see the dump, and you can see Vinny from the Jersey Shore's head. But no, Staten Island's not that bad. Not as bad as the rep it gets. In fact, I can list for you right now 5 positive aspects of Staten Island. So anyway. So how are you tonight? How are you? That your girlfriend? That your wife? Ooh. What's the weight? Dating's kind of scary, you know, because there's only one of 2 possibilities that are gonna happen. You're either gonna break up with her or you're gonna marry her. Dating's some scary shit. Dating is some scary shit. Do you guys ever know the difference between? Do you guys ever notice the difference between guys and girls? Like even in like the simplest like little things, like there's miles of difference. Like let's say you got a guy and a girl walking in the park, and the girl's got her arm around the guy like this, and the guy's got his arm around the girl like this. Now just in those, the gesture seems very similar, but they're sending off 2 different messages entirely. So when the girl's got her arm around the guy like this. It's like it's sending off a message, of comfort. Like this is my man, this is my guy. I love him. I like being with him until either he breaks up with me or I marry him. And it's very sweet, but it's also like a territoriality thing. Like this is mine. Back off. Now you got the guy, and this guy's got her arm around the girl like this. And the message is sending off, yeah, I'm fucking her. I've had my fun with women. My ex-girlfriend, so loud in bed. Like, fucking, the neighbors were complaining. She was so loud. Every night. Faster! Faster! Slow down! Stop! And I'm like, baby, shut the fuck up and put Mario Kart away. Are you laughing at me or are you laughing with me? My girlfriend now is pretty cool. I'm not just saying that because she's in the audience, staring at me. But she's pretty cool. Whenever I text her something like wildly ridiculous, like, I'm gonna dye my hair purple, or I'm gonna quit school and focus on comedy, or let's have sex tonight. The answer she always gives me is SMH, shaking my head. Anyone else get that? Like, because now I started using it. And like, initially I just ignored it, like most things. And now, whenever like someone sends me something stupid, like, hey man, Miley Cyrus is awesome. I said something, I ended up sending back, shaking my head, SMH, that stupid shit. And I decided, shaking my head, it's overdone, and I want a different kind of shaking going on. So I decided I should, instead of shaking my head at stupid shit like that, I'm gonna start shaking my body. to really get my message to point that I think you're an idiot. So now, when someone sends me something stupid, instead of saying SMH, I send MJF. It stands for Michael J. Fox. Alright? Inhale, exhale. I'm just happy I didn't get booed. That was a really good laugh. I'm just happy I didn't get like, boo, you suck, you're an asshole. Yeah. When you're driving in a car, or when you're listening to the radio, and you hear a song by an artist that you don't know what they look like, do you ever try and imagine what they look like? Do you ever try and put together the image in your head of like, what they look like, how tall they are, how big they are, and how short they are, etc., etc.? Anyone? Say yes. Yeah. Thank you, we're on the same page. I remember the very first time I heard Set Fire to the Rain. And that... we got snakes in the audience.
Really?
Yes. To answer your question. The very first time I heard Set Fire to the Rain, of course you probably all know that's by Adele. And the very first time I heard that, I imagined like this, short, 4.5 foot tall, powerful voice coming from this British girl. And then I saw Adele on the internet, because that's what I do with my time, I Google stupid shit. And, not porn like the other guy, but not in public. And the very first time I saw that picture of Adele, and she's 6 foot tall, I shit you not, she's 6'2", and I don't want to be mean, because I'm a comedian. But she's not, after that Michael J. Fox joke, of course. And she's not the smallest, singer on the radio. No wonder she's rolling in the deep. Her mattress imprints deep enough for a kiddie pool. And that's all the time I got. Thank you.